Jen Logie.
Indeed, that is a hard act to follow, but I'll do my best. I rise to take a call on the first reading of the Accident Compensation Financial Responsibility and Transparency Amendment Bill. The Green Party is supporting this bill. It is a short and straightforward bill. Its objectives are to improve the framework for determining how ACC's levied accounts are funded. So it's clearer, more transparent, has a longer-term focus and supports more stable levies, which all sounds great. The current legislation requires that the residual claims levy, which is the additional levy that is charged towards the full funding of ACC. So the current legislation requires that that levy be collected until 2019. However, it appears quite likely that some, if not all, of the ACC accounts will be fully funded before then. So the provision contained in this bill to adjust that date seems just quite sensible, and that it will ensure that there won't be an over-collection of that residual claim levy, resulting in the fixed date in the current legislation. So we're, of course, willing to support these measures because they do make tiny improvements to what we sadly believe is a corrupted system, but they are improvements nevertheless. We are deeply disappointed, however, if not at all surprised, that the government is only tinkering with a system that is so regularly and systematically failing to deliver on its original intent for New Zealanders. This bill tutus with the completely unnecessary and corrupting fully funded ACC system that has seen a multi-billion-dollar surplus while everyday New Zealanders are denied compensation, denied access to the support they need, and as a result, in some cases, lose almost everything they have, almost everything that they've managed to acquire over a lifetime of working because of that struggle to compensate and keep up, or lack of compensation available to them and their inability to keep up with their costs. The Green Party believes a private insurance model is inappropriate for ACC, and we are certainly not alone in this. And the fact that ACC worked very well on a pay-as-you-go basis for over 20 years would, I believe, tend to support our view of that as a workable system. We don't support the false crisis that was created by this government as a way of saying they needed to have all the money there on the books to be able to pay out for any imagined potential liability. We absolutely believe that ACC needs to cover its costs and have enough in reserves to be able to cope with any unexpected spikes. That has done us well for decades. We didn't need this fully funded system. This fully funded system, which allowed the government to increase levies, which they are now reducing partially, and to reduce services, prevention, compensation, and rehabilitation, makes future privatisation and competition more viable. And we think that is a dangerous thing. The Green Party in government would listen to the experiences of New Zealanders who have been denied appropriate care because of these changes, and we would reassert and restore the social contract envisioned in the 5 Woodhouse principles that ACC was founded upon: community responsibility, comprehensive entitlements, complete rehabilitation, real compensation, and administrative efficiency. This government has privileged administrative efficiency almost to the point of exclusion of all other principles. And the stories of people with injuries tell us the harm of that approach. But we will support this bill.
Phil Twyford.